All right, here we are. Welcome aboard, everybody. We are here today in Trinidad at Piarco International Airport. This is our first, at least our first that I can recall, group flight for virtual Caribbean Airlines, which is pretty awesome. We got a good group of people out today. I know Aaron's here. I know Bob's here. I believe Steve is here. So I'm pretty excited about this, and should be a lot of fun. We're gonna be flying up to Princess Juliana today. Do a quick look here at Valanta, and you can see where we're starting out here. I don't know what this is all about, but we're gonna be heading up over top of Grenada, the Grenadines, go by Martinique, Dominica, right up over top Guadeloupe, Antigua, and hang a left and head over to St. Maarten. And I'll be doing this today in the ATR 72 in Flight Sim 24. So pretty excited about this flight. I love flying this airplane. I have so many things that are kind of going on flight sim wise. It's sometimes difficult for me to get an opportunity to do these things. Hey Bob, what's going on? And I mean, even just to fly is like sort of a a pleasure nowadays. But let me make sure we got everything set here. Open up me lovely briefing panel. This is one of my favorite little apps for the sim. And let's see here. We've got payload. I mean, payload's never going to be exact, but it's going to be pretty close. Zero fuel weight 43,806, 43,333. That's not bad. Fuel weight 5560. I'm gonna want to add a little bit of fuel there because that's not enough. It was 6491. Make sure that we get that. May as well just load all of this here. So zero fuel weight 43,806, and takeoff weight would be about 50,135 pounds. That's about correct. So we'll start loading up here. Good to go. Flight plan should be imported, and it is. Let me get this out of the way. Come over here. So anyway, I hope you guys. Hey, Marky Banjo, what's going on? Gino, how you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Also, I'm doing fantastic. So winds here at Piarco 110 at 110 at 13. Let's see here. Temperature 29, dew point 25, and that's why we've got this fog. Kind of anytime your dew point and your anytime these two numbers right here, 29 and 25, anytime those are within 5 degrees of one another, you can expect to see some haze or low level fog or whatever. So 1015 is the altimeter. Come over here and we'll set that right away. You can tell it's been a while since I've flown this plane. Why am I not allowed to set my barometric altitude? All right, fine. You want to be that way? Be that way. I'll just press B. All right, cool. So, got that set. Let's get over here. And take a look at this checklist. All right, so we got to set up our flight plan first of all. There is no departure out of here. There are no departures out of... hey, Antigua Spotter, what's going on? Ah, it's the sand dust. That makes sense. So for those of you who don't know, every year this happens, it seems. They actually get dust from the Sahara Desert blows across the Atlantic Ocean and can really kind of hover over the islands. It's crazy. I mean, I've been in Anguilla when you've got like you can feel it breathing in. It's nuts. It's really, really wild. So I didn't realize that was what was going on, but yeah, that makes some sense. So we're gonna do the RNAV 10. It's crazy. The RNAV 10, and we'll do. I believe we're doing a LOPO. Doesn't really say. Let me have a look here on the charts. RNAV 10 Elopo, yes. RNAV 10 Elopo. Gotta set that here in Navigraph, and then we'll come back here. We'll do Elopo, and we'll execute that. So Kasky ANU Elopo. Okay, so now we gotta clear that. Gotta clear that. Let's go previous. And then we clear this, and then we clear this, and then we should be good. Alright, so that's that. Luis, what's going on? Yeah, it's unbelievable. I totally forgot about that. I didn't even think about that. On bed. Let me see here. Where is on bed? On bed might be. Let me see. Where is. So this is what I've got. I'm coming. ANU Elopo. I think onbed might be one of the low altitude. Well, Elopo would be too. Bravo 520. Okay, that needs to be there. So where is onbed? There's S. Oh, there's onbed. Yeah. So yes, you can do that. I'm doing the RNAV 10. So I mean, it's presumably going to be a visual. But Elopo or onbed, yes. Okay. I didn't know you could. Okay. I didn't actually know you could pick onbed. Probably actually makes it a little easier. Probably actually makes it a little bit tighter. It's only 25 miles from onbed to Umana. Anyway, we're good. Yep, gotcha. All right, so that is looking nice. So let's move over here, and then. Let's see, what else we got to do here? Alright, so there's that. Departure runway is 10. Clear. Oh, flight plan, yeah, I've been flying this plane forever. Alright, departure runway is 10. Execute that. Performance. Transition altitude, I believe, is. Let's see. Transition altitude, I believe, is 4,100 feet here. Let's look at an approach chart and find out. Transition altitude is 5,000. All right, transition altitude is 5,000. We'll put that in, and we'll go there. Perf init. Cruise altitude is 21,000 feet. Put that in. Alternate is. Yeah, you're gonna catch us quick. Alternate is, let's see, San Juan. All right. TJSJ, and we'll go over there at what? Westbound, so it's an even number. We'll go, let's say 12,000. Seems fair enough. Check our weights. UOP weight 4,300, gross weight, that's all cool. Trim is 1.2. I can't believe I can set this actually over here. That should set. There we go. There's 1.2. So I think I'm pretty good actually. I think I'm pretty good. So, all right. So let's go up here, and we'll set. What did I say? 5,000. Flight director. Let's go. IAS nav, set this to 5,000. There we go, there's 5,000. Okay, so we'll worry about that in a second. So, let's see. Come up top here, we'll turn these on. I'm ready for engine start. What's our ATIS here is Piarco International Airport information. November is ILS approach 110, transition level 55, winds are 110 at 12, visibility 6, sky conditions few 2500, QNH 1015, information November, ground is 0.9er. Alright, so we'll go let's see, 1219 and 122.0. No, 122.8 rather. There's that. Don't need that. Transponder, he'll give me a squawk code, so we'll worry about that in a second. Alright, so GA Flyer, what's going on? A cow for Trinidad is Tango Tango Papa Papa. Let me put that in here. There we go. Tango Tango Papa Papa. Alright, so let me see here. Oh yeah, we gotta check our... No, we gotta check... It's not that either. Takeoff data... 113, 113, 1317. Let's confirm that. Alright, trims are good. So there's that. That trims 3 axes, 1, 2, 3, all good. Tail prop. Let's go. Tail prop is good. I'm gonna remove the chocks right now. Doors are good. Seat belts and rotating beacon. There's the beacon. Seatbelt signs are already on. Ahead of the game, so those are good. And then, why is this on? Clear those. Alright, so we're ready for push. Jim, I'm doing fantastic. Thanks very much. How you doing? We are here in Piarco. And, let's see. Ground is 0.9er. Come on, baby. Ground is 0.9er. Make sure that is connected, and it is connected. Piarco ground, good afternoon, Caribbean 256.
Caribbean 256, good afternoon, Piarco ground.
Ground, Caribbean 256, we're at stand 16, type ATR 72, ready for engine start.
Caribbean 256, did I give you clearance?
Negative. Sorry, I'm a step ahead of myself. Caribbean 256, we're at stand 16. We are ready for our IFR clearance to Princess Juliana.
Caribbean 256, Piarco ground, good day. It is information. Oscar is now current QNH 1014. Piarco has declared Caribbean 256 to Princess Juliana via Kasky, Upper 312, flight en route. Climb and maintain flight level 70 to departure. Maintain runway heading squawk 7240.
Okay, we are cleared to Princess Juliana via Casca APU 312, and then as filed. Initial climb is 7,000. Maintain runway heading and squawk is 7240 for Caribbean 256.
Caribbean 256 after Kasky, which is the waypoint on the official area of the Alpha 312 area.
Alpha 312 after Kasky for Caribbean 256.
Caribbean 256, reback is correct. Advise when ready for startup. I think you just advised that you are ready for startup, so startup is approved, advise when ready for taxi.
Startup approved, and we'll advise ready for taxi, Caribbean 256. Hey Willem, what's going on? This is so funny.
Caribbean 257 coming to Piarco ground.
This is so funny because I had similar type like brain slowness when I was flying the other day in the real plane. It's been so long, you know. It's been so long that I've flown.
Caribbean 257, I wasn't sure, but there was nothing on audio. No audio came through.
I don't understand why this is. Oh, okay, I guess it does work. It just doesn't look like it works. So we're good to go. We've got the squawk code in, so we can start the number 1 engine here. Alright, so let's go. That is on. Turn the fuel pump. Oh no, we don't need the fuel pump on. What we need is. Actually, we do need the fuel pump on. And then we'll bring the number 1 engine up here. Alright. And here we go. Let's see what headset. I was the other day, and the one I have in the real plane is whatchamacallit, the I forget what it's called right now. But I don't use a headset for this, Sam. This is just whoops. Just have a speakers and a microphone. So let's see, there's low pitch.
Piarco ground, Caribbean 257, radio check.
Good there.
Caribbean 257, you have no manual on the clear.
Alright, so that's good.
Copy. Piarco ground, I'm having an engine problem. Delay that push and start, Caribbean 257, will advise when ready to go.
Alright, Caribbean 257, cancel push and start, advise when you're ready to push and start.
Copy, will advise, Caribbean 257.
And there we go. We got 2 good engine starts. Not doing too bad so far. There's a little bit of a funky setup with the controls in this plane, and I don't know why they do it this way, but the throttles, the full reverse isn't, you can't change where the reverse is. And so when you've got to kind of finagle it here. Anyway, all right, let's check FWS recall. Let's just check here real quick. Where's the recall button? There we are. I knew you were back there somewhere. FWS recall. Prop brake is off. Cockpit comm hatch is closed. 212 C2 is auto. That's as required. TRU will come up because we're going over water. So we'll turn that on. Anti-skid test here. Test that. Come up here, that's good. Flaps 15 and nose wheel steering.
Caribbean 456, I'll advise when you're ready.
Nose wheel steering is good.
When you're approved to push and start. But would you be ready? Do you have the ground service connected?
Yes, I do have a time ready to go.
Okay, so we're ready to rumble here.
Thank you for that, Caribbean 456. I will advise when you're cleared for push start.
Roger.
And Ground Caribbean 256, we are ready for taxi.
Caribbean 256, taxi to holding point Alpha 1 via Zulu, Alpha, hold short at Zulu.
Taxi holding point Alpha 1 via Zulu, Alpha, hold short Zulu for Caribbean 256. So now we gotta look and see where that all is. So, and I gotta get another chart here. Alright. Where is holding point Alpha 1, but where is Zulu? Where is Zulu? Where is Zulu? Zulu, gotcha. Okay, Zulu, so we're going straight ahead. So, parking brake is released. We are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Buckman, what's going on? We are matriculating. So far so good. It's just funny having not flown for such a long time in this plane, and I love this airplane. It's one of my favorites. I haven't flown it in Flight Sim 24 a whole lot, but I was really happy to get this livery that works perfectly well.
Ground, good morning, November 9506 Juliet. With information positive, ready to copy ISR to St. Martin Business Account.
November 9506 Juliet, Piaco Ground, good day. Latest information, Oscar is current QNH 1014. Piaco has declared November 9506 Juliet to Princess Juliana via the upper Mike 402 flight plan route. Climb and maintain flight level 70. After departure, maintain runway heading squawk 7250.
Alright, clear to Princess Juliana, 7,000 on the altitude, runway heading 7250 squawk.
Alright, Bob's on his way.
November 9506 Juliet.
Hey JB, thanks a lot.
Expect 10 for departure.
This is pretty sweet, having Piarco full of virtual Caribbean Airlines pilots.
November 9506 Juliet, push and start is approved, face south.
Push and start approved for the south, 06 Juliet, thank you.
So I gotta hold short here.
Caribbean 256, ensure you're squawking 7240.
We'll check the squawk for Caribbean 256, and we're holding short at Zulu.
Caribbean 256, continue taxi, make a right onto Alpha, continue taxi, hold short on Alpha 1.
Continue taxi on Alpha, hold short Alpha 1, Caribbean 256. What did I use? 7240. Let's see here. Oops. Okay. Now, hopefully we haven't hit anything in the meantime. Excellent. It's the little things. Okay, so there's that. And taxiway is clear that way, clear to this side. I can't believe that it's the Saharan dust again. That's crazy. It really is wild. I want to be bringing up the rear here, I think, at least as far as the ATRs go. Let's see here.
Jet 420 taxi to holding point Bravo 3 via Whiskey, Alpha hold short at Whiskey.
Holding point Bravo 3.
Okay. This thing gets moving quick.
Hold short of what? Repeat that again for Jet Studio.
Hold short of Whiskey, do not enter onto the Alpha taxiway.
We'll hold short of Whiskey for Jet 420.
Alright, so I've got indicated airspeed and LNAV set up. This thing is taxiing at 900 miles an hour, as usual. Yeah, it clears once you get up above it. Yeah, Cash, I'm on VATSIM, yes. I don't know how, I know everybody isn't, but I am. So,
Jericho ground, Caribbean 257.
Caribbean 257, go ahead for Jericho ground.
Yeah, Jericho ground, I'm ready for push and start again. Caribbean 257.
Okay.
Caribbean 257, push and start is approved, face west.
Push and start
Let's
approved,
see
face
here.
west,
Alright.
Caribbean 257.
Let's go break takeoff config test is good. So for takeoff briefing, climb straight ahead to 4,000 and left turn on course. Oh no, I'm sorry, climb runway heading.
Alpha, hold short Alpha 1.
Initial climb 7,000, runway heading. Gust lock is off. Flight controls.
256, cross runway 10 at Alpha 1. Continue on to Bravo, hold short Bravo 3.
Cross runway 10 at Alpha 1. Continue Bravo, hold short Bravo 3 for Caribbean 256. Alright, let's see here. We got to put our landing lights and strobes on to cross an active runway. And let's make sure there's nobody coming here. Alright. He's giving us full length for departure in the ATR. I should have told him I could take Bravo 1, or I could take right here, but always take the full runway when you can. It always makes sense. So, let's see. This is a no-no doing this sort of stuff when your transponder TCAS is good. Boost function airflow is good. And we'll worry about the cabin crew here in a second. I really like this airport. I know there's a couple different versions of it now that are coming down the pike. One of them that will be the grand prize winner is going to be from SLH Sim Designs, and that's going to be hands down the version to have. Alright, we are clear of the runway.
Palmjet 420, cross runway 10 at Alpha 1, continue taxi onto Bravo, hold short Bravo 3.
He's- Alright, so let's notify the cabin crew here. Whoopsie. Put on the brakes here a little bit. Engine bleeds are good. Exterior lights are good. Lateral flight director bar we have. Rudder cam is good. That is that. Alright. Hey Cash, you can catch us, baby. You fast. You were you were doing Abu Dhabi to Miami, right? I was wondering. I didn't know if you knew about that. But I say I agree with Bob. I say go for it, baby. Alright, so we'll go. We are ready to rumble here. Always make sure you're ready to go before you call. Alright, up above. This is why we do it. This is why we do it. Okay. Yeah. Oxygen would be good, right? Everything's looking good. Piarco ground, Caribbean 256, ready for departure, Bravo 3.
Caribbean 256, towers offline. Monitor advisory 122.8, have a good flight.
Over to advisory on 122.8. Thanks a lot for helping us out this morning or this afternoon. Hope you have a great day. Thanks, Caribbean 256.
Caribbean 256, I appreciate it. Have a good one also.
Alright, so
Palmjet 420.
Piarco traffic, Caribbean 256, departing runway 10 straight out, Piarco. Alright, so it's funny because it takes a while to get this plane moving and all, but then once it does get moving, it don't want to stop. It just taxis like 1,000 miles an hour. Yeah, Cash, I say come on over, but come on over, man. Hang out with us, and we'll do some flying. Just want to square up the heading bug here in a second. Let's get out on center line. Square up the heading bug and then off we go. Alright, heading indicator checks with the runway number. Square the bug. There's notch. is 100. And a properly trimmed aircraft will fly itself right off the ground, as this one did. Beautiful. Coming up. How cool is that? All right.
Yeah, traffic, I'm just supposed to do a letting up really yeah, traffic.
Let me get myself settled here. Go autopilot here. IAS nav mode. Ready to bring up the flaps.
Don't see.
I'm not going to. All right. So I gotta keep an eye on the altitude here because we do have some hills out here. I've watched real ATR departures out of here and they climb out straight ahead till about 4,000 feet before they make the turn north, which makes some sense if you don't want to hit anything. I mean, I can understand not being too enthused about passing these mountains at this altitude. So I think they're about 3,100 feet. And I'm at 27. This is a little tight here. But it does give us a beautiful view. Alright. Let's see, 21,000 is what we're looking for here. There's 21,000. Take a real quick look here. The VNav page. Perf. Alright. So off we go. Off we go. Turn right and catch POS and then north. That's a good way to do it, Bob. That is a smart plan. It's smarter than skimming the mountains by 100 feet. So, off we are. Let me see here what kind of traffic we've got. Where everybody is. You can see Aaron on his right turn out of the airport. Hopefully we'll have some ATC by the time we get up to Juliana. There's a decent amount of traffic, it looks like. So off we go. Hey Francisco, what's happening? We're just doing a little ATR flying today. Heading on our way up to Princess Juliana. Let me see. Let's see here. Just want to monitor everything properly on departure. We definitely got a right wind, yeah.
Here on the ground, Caribbean 257, holding sharp runway 10, and away from the traffic.
Flaps are up and indicating. Power management is on climb. Engine bleeds are good. Taxi takeoff lights coming off. Should have had the landing lights on, didn't do that. Altimeter standard. Alright, we're good to go. Alright. So we are on our way. It's gonna be rather uneventful for a while here. We're just going straight up. There's Grenada gonna be off to our left. We got probably not gonna see Barbados. Might see him a little bit. And we'll go up St. Vincent, up the Grenadines here, Martinique. Go by Dominica. We'll go right over top of Point of Pete, and then over top Antigua and down on into Juliana. So, doing pretty good right now. Wiper, yeah, isn't that funny? I noticed that before. Alright, so we are on our way. That is beautiful. I have missed flying this airplane. Actually quite enjoy it. So I figured out, I found out over the last couple of weeks that somebody I know from chatting around Caribbean pilots, which is kind of my habit of just like meeting, finding like Caribbean pilots on Instagram and stuff like that and chatting, just seeing what they're doing. One of them that I know is a first officer for Caribbean Airlines on the ATR, which is pretty sweet. And I didn't realize it. Last time I had spoken to him, he was flying up in Turks and Caicos. But things are looking good. Oh, once you hit standard barrel, you can't change it back. I don't think I've ever had that problem, but I guess we'll find out, right? Hopefully we don't have to fly an approach up in Juliana. Look at the crab angle we're holding because we got this crosswind right now. Let's see here. TCAS is on. Alright, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, everything's looking good on the hydraulics. Engines are looking good. Fuel is balanced. That's all looking good. Cabin altitude pressure is looking good. Electrics looking good. Alright. There's our traffic. Probably. That's probably one of the jets climbing out. Cash Collins. Glad to hear it. So I noticed I mean, this livery works great. This is the first Caribbean livery I've found that works in. I mean, there's obviously some some issues, but for the most part, I'll take it for Flight Sim 24. So, beautiful day. Beautiful day. I'm gonna go look on. Let's see here. Let's check out Valanta. That is Aaron right there. He's gonna blow by me. Wonder how much faster you're gonna make this trip. Excuse me. I wonder how much faster you're gonna make this trip than us mere mortals in the ATR. But you can see there's a good amount of traffic out. Good amount of traffic out. Send some screenshots here. So, I haven't been on Vamsys in a while either. There's a PC-12. There's an ATR. Cool, there's a Caribbean 257. Great. Good, good, good. I kind of wish the flight plan went a little more like this way so we could see the islands a little bit better, but gotta save fuel, gotta be efficient, right? Hey, Mike, what's going on? You feel like doing any Caribbean flying today? Today's your day, my friend. It's gonna be a long, lazy trip up to oh, GA Flyer, you're the PC-12. That's awesome. That's awesome. I gotta try and figure out. So I had I used the audio cable with my GoPro in the Cherokee the other day, and ATC sounded fine, other aircraft sounded fine, but my comms were the problem. There was like a buzzing sound, and my comms were really, really low. So I don't think it was the GoPro cable, because otherwise everything would have sounded bad. So it's either my mic jack, or maybe there's something in my radio, but I don't think so. But anyway, that's why I wound up narrating my Cherokee video instead of posting the audio. Which, I mean, honestly, narrating is probably more interesting. But I'm gonna try to get that figured out. Oh, Mike, you're not at home. But I'm gonna try and get that figured out so I can do some more real world flying videos. And I also noticed I still have this bad habit in the real airplane of not. I just don't get the nose up on landing. I land flat. I mean, I don't, definitely land on the mains, obviously, but I just have a habit of landing flat, and it's not a good habit, and I got to work on that. But overall, I was pretty pleased with that flight. So got me currency back. So overall, I was pretty happy with it. This is going to take a while to get to 21,000 at 600 feet a minute. Let me see here. Mean wind. What is the average wind, I wonder? Average wind is 0 to 5. Okay, it's got it. Looking at 2 hours and 11 minutes. But we'll see what we do here in the. I mean, it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna take a while. But we definitely want to get up there. Recording a video, but the room was too hot. That's not the problem we have here in New York, right? That's 56 degrees and cold in New York. Well, 56 degrees is cold, but 56 degrees and raining here in New York today. I mean, it's just been constant rain. It's really getting pretty irritating. But it's life. It is life. So it looks like we've got some other company traffic, but not doing our flight. But this plane looks sharp in 2024. I absolutely love this airplane. Absolutely love this airplane. Yeah, alright. Probably don't need the logo light on. 28 Celsius now here. Celsius still confuses me. It is, let's see. It is right now 13 Celsius where I am, which is not enough as far as I'm concerned. Let's see if I can. No, you can't get back into the cabin. You got to do the trick in the ATR. Hey, Mike, have a good day, buddy. Good talking to you. All right, Cash, what are you flying, buddy? Is that you in the ATR Caribbean 258, or are you? No, 257 is the other ATR. That PC-12 is gonna probably beat me. Probably gonna beat me to Juliana. But let me see. I'm gonna check our Vamsys here and see what. Nice. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 airborne right now. And let's go. Gonna take that. We got one above. So there's the Pyreps. All right, good. So. Looks like the wind is dying off a little bit here as we get higher. I don't know if this thing's gonna make 21,000 feet. I really don't. Forgot to start Vamsys. You know, you have no idea how many times I've done that. It's ridiculous. Which reminds me, I'm probably about to get fired from virtual Lufthansa Virtual. Hour 50 to go to Kasky. One of the things I like about this plane is how it's not too fast. It's a good transition plane between like GA or like light twins up to airlines because it's not too fast, even though sometimes you wish it was. About 50 pounds a minute of fuel. I've got it. I mean, we're at 400 feet a minute. I mean, this is what SimBrief calculated, 21,000. So it must be possible, right? BWA 258, nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have the same struggle. I'm at 400 feet a minute right now at 17,000 feet. Yeah. I don't know, 300 feet a minute. I think leveling off at 19,000 makes a little bit more sense. I think leveling off at 19,000 makes a little more sense. Let's see here. You think you think we can do? I mean, we can eventually. It's just gonna take forever to get there. All right, we'll stick with it. We'll stick with it. $300 feet a minute. That's what. That's gonna take us what for? And take, well, it'll take 3 minutes. Take 10 minutes at 300 feet a minute to get to 21 from where we are right now. 50 feet a minute. Oh gosh. One thing this plane is not is overpowered. There's Grenada off in the distance there. I wonder what the winds are. I'm gonna check the winds at, let's see. Might not even make much difference to climb to 19,000. Doesn't even really make much difference. Yeah, I think I want to at least level off for a little bit at 19,000. Maybe step climb it later, but I think for right now, I think 19,000 is going to do the trick. I think 19,000 will do the trick for right now. Cash, you're doing 1,500 feet a minute? Do you have anybody in the plane? Let's see. Yeah, I mean it was okay up until. I mean, we're right now. True airspeed is 232. Ground speed is 234. I don't think it's going to make a whole heck of a lot of difference. Climbing to 21,000 at it's just gonna, it would just take forever. Forever, of course, being 6 minutes, but you know. So I'm pretty happy right where we are. There's Grenada. That's one of my favorite approaches. Man, I haven't done much flying lately. I'm just realizing right now how little flying I've done lately. I'm just realizing that. That's not good. I used to fly basically every day. And there we are. Yeah, Cash, I have little doubt of that. I have little doubt that. Just leveled off at 35,000. I mean, I'm, you know, honestly not doing too bad in this plane. 240 knots ground speed. Not too shabby. This is a cool looking plane though. I thought I had the nameplates on, but I don't see anybody. Might just be me up here. It is looking beautiful though. It is looking beautiful. Let me see here. Yeah. Well, we get to see the one of my favorite parts of the world coming up here pretty soon. That being the Grenadines Islands. GA Fly, I gotta see where you are. You're catching me up. You're catching me up. This is so cool. I love doing this. Let's see. Aaron's up at St. Vincent right now. The only thing, one of the things I like about having more waypoints in the flight plan is just you have more things to kind of check off, as opposed to just sitting here for, you know, gives you like something to look at. So we got somebody 9,000 feet above me. Yeah. Or 900 feet above me. Can't really tell which, but there we go. This is when it starts getting fun to watch out the window. That is Caribou right there coming up. Caribou, Union Island. Union Island, then Canoan over here. Then out beyond that is Mystique somewhere. Ground speed 261. I thought I had the nameplates on, but I don't see anybody. Got 257 over the ground right now. 2:58. Not doing too bad. This keeps saying 59 minutes over and over and over again. So I think it's gonna be a while. Yeah. That's when we started our, no, I think this is where we ended our Caribbean tour last time, or our St. Vincent and the Grenadines tour. Right there. Gosh, it's so beautiful. That's what blows me away about this sim, is it's just a sim. All it is a flight simulator, and it's just beautiful. Wonder how the islands are recovering from the hurricane. Because these islands got nailed. Wife is coming. We'll be here. But I wonder how these islands are recovering, because they got hit hard. Was that about 6 months ago? ATR for 24, it should, if you bought it in the marketplace in 2020, it should be there in 24 for you. I know mine was. So that is another cool little airport right there. Getting some great screenshots. Wait till I burn off a little bit of fuel here. Yeah, it's about 2 knots per 1,000 feet of true airspeed, I think. So let's see here, 2% for every, okay, 2%. So what, 4% of, let's see, 258 times 0.04 is going to be not much. That will gain about 10 knots. Gain about 10 knots, I'll take that. Alright, let's see here. Can't believe on a Saturday afternoon nobody's doing ATC up in Juliana. Marky ordered flight stick to use. I'm really enjoying flying without autopilot. That's great. Good for you, man. You know, take it in steps. Take it in steps. Hand flying is a ton of fun. It really is. You know, obviously in anything like this, or, you know, jet of any kind, I mean, you do a lot of autopilot flying, but like if, you know, when I'm flying, 1,000 to go. When I'm flying GA planes, I never use the autopilot. Never. I'm gonna see if I can get up to 21 now. Let's go. Set this here. I don't even know if this is the proper method for step climbs in this airplane, but I don't know if there is a proper method for step climbs. There we go. It's a little bit more like it. Yeah, now we'll get up to 21 nice and easy. Yeah, Cash, and now that you got your new setup, you're gonna be pretty well happy with that once you get yourself a new yoke. What are you thinking about getting? So now we're, yeah, that dropped right down, didn't it? "300 feet a minute." That's all right. So I was at 256 true airspeed. Let's see what we get once we get higher here. But 10 knots will be worth it. That's Caribou right there. That is Mystique right there. And then this is vBWA, I think it's called, right? vBWA? I know I pronounced it wrong last time. And anyway, that's a great little airport right there. That's a fun little airport right there. See, Logitech, yoke and throttles. You know, Cash, I'm just thinking. Yeah, the Logitech does come with the throttles. Is that hard for you to get where you are? vBWA. vBWA? It's so funny. There are a whole lot of islands that are difficult to pronounce, or that are obvious to pronounce. Not difficult to pronounce, but not obvious. But that's one of them. vBWA. That's gotta be gorgeous. There's, right over here is Argyle. Somewhere over there. Argyle International Airport. When was Hurricane Beryl? July 2024. Huh. vBWA. Okay. Gotcha. vBWA. Oh, I want to go. I really want to move to the Caribbean. Someday. Someday. Let's see what's going on here. There we are. So that is company traffic, but they aren't flying with us today. He's got to be... Oh, he might be in 2020 as well. I just thought of that. Let's see here. He's gone. 737 Max. It's cash out my tail. He's at 21 already. Yeah, Aaron can do the flight up and back in the same amount of time it's going to take us to get there. But that's alright. What's going on down here? Not a whole lot of flying going on today. Doesn't really seem. Yeah, I mean, we essentially can't make it to 21,000. Gotta manually bring the speed down just to see if we can climb quick enough to get up there. Cash, how did you must have loaded light. 282 ground speed. I'm doing 235 right now. Well, we miraculously made it to but I think if I used VNAV I'd stall, dude. I think I'm right about to stall anyway. See, now we're looking a little better on speed. Now we'll pick up some speed. I'm still not. I was at 256. 20,000, that's it. Oh yeah, I was climbing in cruise power, wasn't I? Yes, sir. You were right about that. What's your ground speed right now, Cash? You said 282? Man, you're going faster than me. TCAS above. Don't really think I need. Right now doing 85. I mean, I just climbed I just climbed 2,000 feet, and so far I've lost a knot. But we're picking it up here. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, they've got you at 285. You're squawking VFR though. I'm up on St. Lucia here. Let's see, what do we got? Got 190 left to Kaski. Can't get a boost at TP. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not 260, so I picked up like 4 knots. 6 knots. Where is... I don't have any place to... I can't... I think I have I think I have the name players... Or the nameplates turned on, but I can't see them. I can't see anybody right now. Yeah, 260 is all I got. Gross weight right now is 48,000. What's your weight right now, Cash? That might be I mean, unless you must be significantly lighter than me if you're getting 25 more knots than I am. Fun fact. ATR is padding to protect from propeller breakup on the fuselage. You know, that's a pretty good idea. That's a pretty good idea. Yeah, Bob, that's not a bad idea either. I am not making much time right now. It's one of the funny things about flying, right? You know, it's funny. I was just thinking when when I first started taking flying lessons, I remember my instructor telling me that going up and coming down is the fun part, and everything else is pretty boring. He's actually right. You know, like if you think about it. I hope this isn't true. My estimated fuel on board, negative 540 pounds. But once we hit top of descent and start coming down, that's going to change. So it's not. So it's saying I'm going to have about 12 pounds of fuel at Kasky, which would not be good. En route Boeing 1456, passenger count 61. What, Cash, if you look right here on your... If you look right here, what is your gross weight right now? Pretty much right abeam St. Lucia right now. I can see a little bit of it right there. Kilograms. Nobody knows anything about kilograms. 47,000 pounds. So why are you doing 285 and I'm not? Because we're right about the same weight. And you're doing 25 knots faster than me. Do I still have my flaps up? What's going on? Huh, I wonder why. Hard to say. Over there is Mexico. Yeah, you know what's fun? A lot of people believe seaplane flying, when you start your takeoff roll in a seaplane, you're kind of mushing in the water, and then you get to a certain point, almost at your top of descent, and then you get to a certain point, and they call it getting on the step, which is when you push the nose down, and like the tail of the plane comes up, and then you're riding better on the floats, and they call it getting on the step. And a lot of pilots believe that. So I mean, in theory, at the same weight, at the same power, at the same pitch attitude, we should get the same performance. But a lot of pilots believe that if you even in a real airplane, in something that's not a seaplane, if you kind of climb like just a little bit above your desired altitude and then pitch down to get to your altitude instead of just climbing up just to reach the altitude, they think you're basically getting on a step in the air and you're going to go faster. So I mean, theoretically there shouldn't be any difference between our speeds, you know. Yeah. But I've never believed that was true in the, you know, in terms of leveling off. But maybe it is. I've never believed that's true. But maybe it is. We'll go through our systems here because we got nothing else to do. Everything looking good on the hydraulic system. Fuel flow is even, Steven. Still concerned that we're only going to have 160 pounds. That's getting better. We'll see. I mean, we're burning less fuel up here. We're burning about 10 pounds a minute less, which is helpful. Cabin altitude is 4,800 feet. So, Aaron's at top of descent. Yeah, you are at top of descent. Holy cow. Yeah, so I think the main takeaway from today's flight is, if you have a choice, so here I am in the ATR, and I believe, oh, yeah, there's Aaron. He's almost at Antigua. So if you want to get from Trinidad to St. Maarten, take the jet. Take the jet. That's the story. Yeah. What's going on in the rest of the world here? It's kind of a cool shot. Huh. It's always funny when these little green airplanes are people that you're friends with. Kind of interesting. Pretty neat. There's Mallorca. Oh, I landed there recently. Not too long ago. What else we got? Nice. Yeah, he's got us by a lot. Oh, there's somebody going into Malta, or coming out of Malta. That is sweet right there. I always get a kick out of looking at these pictures. Yeah, all right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Kasky is in sight anyway, which is good. Yeah, I mean, he's way up there. What do we got coming up here now? Martinique. Martinique is somewhere out there under the clouds. Hey, Sav, what's going on? Yeah, Caribbean 456, nice. Ah, okay, you're going, yeah. Sweet, sweet. I can't wait until the PMDG 737 is in Flight Sim 24. I cannot wait. So I can finally start flying that plane again. I just don't. Flight Sim 2020 just doesn't get me going anymore. You know? It's funny, when I first switched over to 2024, just hit top of descent. When I just started flying 2024, I remember to go back to 2020 and be like, yeah, this is still pretty good. This is still really good. And now I'm like, not really. There's a little bit of Martinique, I think, under there. It doesn't get points for prettiness, does it? Yeah, that's the thing where you start it on the runway and then you move to the gate or whatever. I can't be bothered. I think they're pretty close. I think they're pretty close. What are we doing now? 261. Ground speed. Yeah, I can't be bothered with that. What do we got at Juliana? We've got winds are 100 at 12, variable between 070 and 130, visibility unlimited, few at 1800, temperature 30, dew point 27, QNH 1018. No SIG, that means no significant weather expected. So that's good. That is good. Man, this is... saying I don't have any flights in... man, I gotta get more flying in, I really do. Gotta do more flying in, gotta do more flying for the VA, gotta do more flying for... just for fun. What I also don't like is having to pay for it again. I haven't heard. Is it so? They're saying it's going to be going to have to purchase the plane again for 2024. If so, so be it. I mean, I'll definitely do it. Although I understand what you're saying. I know they had an update the other day from PMDG. ETA, we've probably got... I don't think this one is ever correct. But we've got, what, about 115 miles, so probably... What's that? Probably another hour, I would guess. I would guess we probably got another hour. See, 115 and 26 is 140, 190, 230. Yeah, maybe less than that. Yeah, probably like maybe 50 minutes. I'd say about 3:30. Got 1840 Zulu right now. I'd say about 1930 Zulu Buckman. It's about it. With this and my catch-up flights. Nice. That's awesome, Bob. I remember when I first... So when this this VA was started by a couple guys from Trinidad, and when I first started flying for this VA, I was like, I have found my calling in life. You know, I was like, this is awesome. I've got what, 230 hours for the VA. But yeah, it's I used to fly for this VA. I mean, this VA, it's my VA. I used to fly for this all the time. All the time. Like this in American Virtual. Just back and forth, back and forth. You know. Cash has got 250 to go. I've got 212 to go. Jaden is going up to Toronto. He's got a long time left to go. There is Martinique right there. $42 to top of descent. Oh, showing as an A400 on the model matching. Yeah, I mean, that PC-12 is making some pretty decent, I mean, that PC-12 is going as fast as I am. Same altitude, same airspeed. Oh, Cash is catching me. I just don't understand how you're doing 25 knots more than me ground speed, Cash. I want to get everybody to lean forward. Get everybody to lean forward, see if we can make this airplane go a little faster. Ah, here we go. There's Dominica. We can all wave to Cash now. Everybody wave to Cash, say hello. Gotta say, this is, man. But still, I'm just wondering about like the actual physics of it. Like, how can it be that you're going 26 knots faster than me at the same altitude, same airplane, same weight? Doesn't make sense. Aaron's on the approach. Bob, what's your ground speed right now? I can check and find out. Let's see. Cash, you gotta be going all out. You have your engine, are you in notch setting or no? There's no way. It doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I'm in 2024. Maybe there's a wind difference or something. That could be. It shouldn't be, but it could be. Man, the clouds look awesome in 24. 249. I mean, that makes some sense, given that that makes some sense if you're 2,000 feet lower. But I just can't figure out how I can't figure out how Cash is so much faster than us. I'm used to Captain Hughes being faster than me because he's a fast man. Lower band on the white notch for cruise. So do you have it in the notch or are you in the band? Those are two different things. Let me see what that does. Maybe I found Cash's secret. No, I'm slowing down. I'm slowing down, and plus I don't have the fuel to mess around either. Yeah, now all I'm doing is slowing down. This is pathetic. Two notches, one for climb, one for cruise. So what's your power setting? Because I got mine set right there. I thought that was the notch. I thought there was one notch. I didn't realize there was more than one notch. I'm right at 65% power. So are you set at 65%? I just can't figure out how the... Let's see, 65% through. Aircraft is showing 201 knots indicated airspeed. So that, see, I'm showing 181. Why is that? This doesn't make sense to me. This does not make sense to me. Yeah, see, I never get up to whatever that target airspeed is. Has to do with energy management, because if you don't manage it as you climb, okay. But I mean, in level cruise, it should basically even out. Same weight, same power. Should even out. Same altitude. It should even out. I'm intrigued. Huh. You've got me, Cash. Huh. I don't know. And we're going right past Guadalupe, and I'm not even paying attention. No, that's Dominica. Alright. There's gonna be the airport right over yonder. Guadalupe coming up here. Yeah, but maybe, let me see. So basically, I just got myself kind of in a bad energy management situation. You got me, Cash. You got me. I'm still ahead of you. I'm still gonna fight. You'll be landing with 809 kilograms worth of fuel. I'm gonna be landing with 0. At least last I looked, anyway. Ah, look at that. That thing annoys me. Adriano, what's going on? It's been a while. How you been? Chilling with way less than that. So you're, yeah, I mean, now I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Yeah, it's beautiful. Clouds are nuts in 2024. They're absolutely gorgeous. Just coming up now. Man, Cash, I'm in a race with you, buddy. I'm like, you're gonna catch me. Oh, nice, Adriano. That's awesome. That is awesome. I've been thinking about the same thing. Cash, are you in 2020 or 2024? 850 kilograms left at arrival. 850 kilograms is a lot. That would be like 1,500 pounds. More than that. That would be like almost 2,000 pounds. In 2020, okay. Can't really see too much. Ah, there's the Saints right there. It's pretty cool. Aaron's on final. Oh, United just took off out of Dominica. Yeah, so let's see here. Let's see here. I'm afraid to say it, but I think Cash is going to catch me. 5 knots at 21,000 feet. That's pretty wild. And the clouds look amazing. And everything looks amazing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see Point of Pete. There's somebody on the ground at Point of Pete doing the flight from Guadeloupe to Fort de France, Martinique. It's the shortest domestic flight in the Air France catalog. It's like, I don't know, 50 miles or something. But it's technically domestic for France. Yeah, we should be able to see Point of Pete here. Coming up over here, this is one of the things that I love about the sim, is kind of seeing the farmland on the ground. It's really wild. Yeah, you must be used to that rhythm by now, Akash. Them coming in and out. So when we stayed in Guadeloupe in 2022, we were just over on this side, but up over here, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see it. Wonder if does REX Weather Force work in 2024? I've never tried it. Going over the beach. Yeah, we've been left in the dust. I still might beat you, Cash. I still might beat you. I've got about, let's see. I don't know how many miles I've got on you, but we'll see. Point of Pete should be right under here. Guadeloupe is huge. It's big. Oh man. $15 nautical miles. We shall see, my friend. We shall see. I mean, yeah, you're like probably right here-ish. Cause on I don't know, I got probably like 5 to 7 minutes on you right now. Oh, there's Point of Pete right there. It's one of my favorite water masks right here in the sim. It's beautiful. And this part of Guadeloupe is supposed to be stunning too. Alright, which way the wind? Wind is coming left to right. Otherwise I might cut the Antigua VOR and just head right for Lopo and try to beat cash. Oh gosh. Bob, what's your location right now? No, I'm not at Koski. I'll show you here. Let's see here. I am right here. You are right here. And you are doing... No, that's not you because you're not on Volanta. I just realized that. You're not on Volanta, Cash, so I don't know where you are. Unless you're on... Wait, there's 1257. Oh, that is you. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know. So yeah, so I've got 284. I'm doing 259. Man, I am dragging. But I've got Guadalupe between me and you, my friend. It's gonna be tight. 18 miles from ANU. All right, so you're up ahead of us. Same wind. Frankie, I have not tried the new beta. I haven't tried it yet. I don't know that I will. Because there's nothing really that intrigues me about it. These clouds are just stunning. Look at this. There's nothing really interesting to me about it. I don't know that I'm gonna try Sim Update 3. I mean, I'm sure I will at some point. But the one thing, like finally having Sim Update 2 coming out, and everybody being able to finally being able to fly group flights in 2024 is pretty darn appealing to me. So I don't know if I feel like getting back in another beta and then not being able to fly group flights with people anymore. So I don't know. I've read that 2020 that the Sim Update 3 beta, I don't know, it's kind of a mixed bag. It always is. Like, some people say it's terrible, some people say it's great. But I'm not sure. Gonna have everybody lean forward so I can get my plane moving faster. Finally got something right. The Caribbean cloud. Yeah. It does. It really looks pretty accurate, doesn't it? What do we got here? I think it's kind of lame that we can't see traffic between the two sims. Yeah, the clouds look pretty darn good. And then what else? How far do we have to Kasky here? 26 miles to ANU. Yeah. 26 miles to ANU. I wish you could comment on pictures in Volanta. That'd be pretty sweet. Oh, Cash, I think I'm gonna get you still, buddy. Clearing up something past VC Bird, gotcha. 372, I'll always take it. I mean, I tend to be in the like low 200s kind of is typically where I wind up. I don't try to grease jets though. Of course, you might argue that I don't try to grease jets because I can't. My buddy Captain Hughes greases every single landing he flies. It's ridiculous. Alright, losing a little bit of ground speed here. Turning into that 8-knot wind. There is Antigua straight ahead. Surprised more people don't do screenshots on Volanta, because I think it's pretty cool. You don't see a lot of them. Cash, I think I got you, buddy. I think you're gonna have a tough time catching me at this point. Energy management or not. Top of descent, just outside of Lopo. Alright, so probably start thinking about the approach here. 1500 Zulu. Is that... yeah, that's on 4 hours ago. Or no. What time is it right now? Let's see here. Alright, let's check. Let's check Princess Juliana. Let's check the weather. Marginal VFR. Widespread dust and haze. Where's Cash? Oh, there's Cash. There's me. Let's see. Winds are 100 at 10. Altimeter 1016. Was it 100 at 10, which is pretty good. Added a screen. Alright, let's see. ATIS. That sim not available. So, man, that's crazy. Yeah, so let's do a quick approach briefing. Final approach is RNAV approach. We don't have to tune any radios. Final approach course 096. Glide slope intercept is lessor at 1700. LNAV MDA is 700 feet. Airport elevation is effectively 0. Missed approach climbing right turn 4000 direct on bed. That hold at on bed is that's gonna be a teardrop for me. That's gonna be outbound minus 30, so 110. Come back around. Transition level, flight level 650. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I don't think we're gonna need the approach, but we'll see. So let's go. Start getting things set up here. Perf. Wind is 100 at 10/0. Flaps full, transition altitude is 6,500. One thing that bugs me about this plane is you can't set the altimeter ahead of time. QNH 1016. Yeah, it's basically what it always is, 116 knots. Alright. That's looking much better. So that means we are right over top of VC Bird, because that's where the VOR is. Pretty sweet. All right. 51 to Alopo. Top of descent is right before Alopo. All right. Ooh, Cash is catching me quick. Oh no, my ground speed is 250. No. Cash is like literally like right here. Are you cutting inside? Cash just disappeared. Oh no, that's not. Oh, so you're just at Kasky right now, Cash, right? And I think you took a shortcut. That's one down buys. Oh, ATC is on. SJU Center 11815. Alright. 11815. He's at Alopo. Yeah, he just gave me a shout here. SJU Center 11815. Roger, sir. San Juan Center, good afternoon. Caribbean 256, flight level 210.
Caribbean 256, San Juan Center, good afternoon, INET.
How do I do that in this plane? I gotta remember. Let's see. There we go. And there's the ident for Caribbean 256.
Delta 113 factor, runway 10, indicating right on the target.
Front runway 10, vacate right, Charlie, Delta 113.
Caribbean 250, radar contact, silent strike, maintain 1527, staying Delta 150.
Coming through kind of quiet for Caribbean 256. Was that descend and maintain 150 at pilot's discretion?
Affirm, pilot discretion is going to maintain flight level 150.
Roger, 150 at my discretion, Caribbean 256. Yeah, exactly, Cash. I don't understand why they ask you to check in so far out, you know, but they do. So, am I gonna beat Cash if I go down to 150 right now? I don't know. I mean, I gotta come down eventually, so let's see here. Pilot's discretion. Oh, am I stuck here in... Because, boy, that'd be disappointing. I think the autopilot's stuck. Oh, I know. I think I know what the issue might be. Yep. Okay. Yes, it can descend at 240 knots, which is precisely what I'm going to do. You ain't catching me yet. You ain't catching me yet, Cash.
Caribbean 1547 requesting descent.
Caribbean 1547 across to the maintain level 150.
Cross, go to Adam and James, level 150, Caribbean 1547.
Alright.
936 from St. Thomas via radar vectors route to St. Thomas direct, maintain 5,000, spec 9,000, 1 minute after departure, squawk 44.
Alright. Now we're stuck getting ready here. Lucky. Better be lucky than good.
JetBlue, 9363 back in track, altimeter 3000, back on the 8. Do you able to push into the ramp or do you push onto the hotel?
Why am I descending through the altitude?
Are you able to push into the alley or do you need to push into the hotel? Alright, push on the hotel through Nelly.
So I descended through 15.
What's the 9525 go?
Sorry, so 1 Center, this is Delta 9525 is on a climb. We're passing 9,000 off of Julian Airport.
Delta 9525, Terminal Center, Roger, ident. Delta 9525, radar contact, climb, maintain level 250, recycle transponders, walk 3732.
So 700 here for minimums.
3732 on the box, 5 2
All right. Arrival briefing's already done. Cash, you on VATSIM or no? Cash. Oh, you are right behind me. No, Cash is in front of me. Cash is in front of me, you cheater. I'm gonna complain to ATC.
256, descend across the Baki at or above 2,600 feet, Leon QNH 1016.
Avaki at or above 2,600, QNH 1016, Caribbean 256.
That's going to be the RNF approach.
Yeah, RNF approach 10 is perfect for Caribbean 256.
JetBlue 936 runway 8 times Vieira, Hotel Alpha Zero.
Cash, one thing you're forgetting is that by IFR rules, the lower airplane lands first. And that is me, my friend.
So what's that, Caribbean 258, level 210.
Caribbean 258, 10-1 center right in.
Caribbean 258, you are cheating.
There's right in. Getting.
Caribbean 258, you are cheating.
Your radar contact, pilot discretion, descend and maintain, flight level 150.
Seatbelts are set.
150 and pilot discretion, 58. Delta 9525 is my airspace for southeast, Bianca, South Exposed, terminated for emergency crew.
16, current advisor, Delta 9525 here.
Alright, let's check the cabin altitude here real quick. Cabin is depressurizing. These I don't need to worry about. Alright. Ah, okay, I see you now. Yeah, Cash, it's called second place, my friend. Oops, I'm about to get into, speed mode if I'm not careful here. Alright, there is Stacia over there. I don't know when this turned into a race, but it's not one I'm gonna win. I haven't landed this airplane in Flight Sim 24 in ages, so we'll see how we do here. So, dog is starting to get restless because he hasn't had his lunch yet. I'm getting restless because I haven't had my lunch yet. Alright, coming up on 10,000 feet, we'll go landing lights on.
936, fly runway heading.
Intently.
Suicide front feeder at 11.21 runway 8, takeoff.
Saba off there to our left. There is
San Center, Caribbean 257 with you, flight level 210.
257, San Juan Center, right?
okay. We're making a good show over here, fellas, on VATSIM. What do we got? 20 miles to Umana. See if I can get the, I don't know if you guys want to even see the chart, but we'll take a quick look at it here. Do. Come on, baby. So we got, we're right along here. We got 20 miles to Umana, which is the initial approach fix. Then we hang a Ralph. We got 6 miles to Avaki, and then
257 radar connect.
And then in we go.
Juliana Airport and pilot discretion, descend and maintain, flight level 150.
Once we get within about 10 nautical miles.
Flight level 150 at pilot discretion, Caribbean 257.
Once we get within about 10 miles of Umana, I'll go activate the approach speed, and then we'll go activate the approach.
936 radar connect out to passing. JetBlue 936, flight maintain 9,000 feet.
Okay. I love flying this airplane. It's a little boring in cruise, but every airplane's boring in cruise. There's 10 miles.
Caribbean 258, East End, 2,600 level 5, Rocky to the RNF runway 10, Juliana Q&A confirmed. East End 2600.
Approach mode is armed.
Caribbean 268. JetBlue 936, you have an approach for St. Thomas?
Either IS or visual for runway 10.
And again, this is all the Sahara dust right now that we've got.
JetBlue 936, if either one works for me, so whatever you have programmed, I can work with it.
I believe we have the ILS program in there.
So expect the ILS pressure runway 10, the St. Thomas, altimeter 301.
That's ILS 10, so it's road check. You can contact 3001 to go to 936, thank you.
Alright, so
Cleared on approach runway 10.
San Juan Center, good afternoon, November 9506 Juliet.
I'll keep it up.
9506 Juliet, San Juan Center.
Yes, 9506 Juliet, flight level 150, 300 the heading, direct to Umana for the RNAV 10.
06 Juliet, no flights on a file flight please. Caribbean 256, Adavaki cleared on runway 10.
Adavaki cleared on Nav 10, Caribbean 256. I figured I missed the call before. Visibility is low.
JetBlue 936, Peter Akusa, going to maintain 3,000.
Jet 2, that's going to maintain 3,000 for JetBlue 936.
Alright, let's get some flaps in here. Stop racing cash and start paying attention to what you're doing here. 140 knots is our goal here. Target airspeed. So we get under 150, we can drop the gear. That aircraft in front of you is me, Cash. Just so you know. Let's keep an eye out down final, make sure we don't have any conflicting traffic. Looking good. Alright, we are in VFP mode. 1,000 to go.
5x5.
It's down to 17. Alright. $2,500 will drop the gear. Yes, I mean, we're on a 10-mile final right now. You can't see anything.
Station 1 Center, South, Caribbean 409, with you, 10640.
Caribbean 268, are you direct to Vaki or Mana?
Currently direct to Vaki for Caribbean 268.
Caribbean 268, roger. For now, turn left heading 270 degrees for sequence.
Say again with Caribbean 268.
Left turn heading 270.
270, 268.
Gears coming down.
Good day, Tango Antenna, Caribbean 409, with you, follow 640.
Caribbean 409, that one's right now. So who else calls that Delta 1867?
2400 for 17 right now.
Delta 1867, you're now outside of my airspace. My any center is closed. We have a service terminated. Frequency change.
Oops.
Caribbean 256, Juliana Surface 10, correction 1003 is 10 knots and 10 for land.
Clear to land 10, Caribbean 256. Alright, we're 2100 for 700.
Copy, what's up?
Mile from lessor, still nothing in sight. Nice, Bob.
On request.
Okay.
Caribbean 1547, turn right heading 130, vectors for your sequence.
There's
Right turn 130, 1547, vectors for sequence.
start seeing something 16 for 7. I just want to get that arrow right at my target speed. Using me throttles. Oh, real race is the landing rate.
JetBlue 1036.
Them's fighting words.
Vic 10, I have your clearance available. Advise ready to comment.
Alright.
Not for you, that's for Victor India X-ray 10. Vic 10, clear to Tampa via the Oconee Tree departure. Sapa transition, then at
1100 for 700. I can start seeing the runway now.
Flight level 360 in 10 minutes. Squawk 1532.
1000 for 700. $900 for 700. There's 800 for 700.
Approaching 610, reset correct, call to push.
And airplane is mine.
The 8, route direct to Vaki.
Minimum.
Direct to Vaki 268.
Landing.
Caribbean 1547, descend level 10.
100, 1547.
JetBlue 936, cross Gusto out of 2800, cleared ILS from 810.
Cross Gusto out of above 2800, clear ILS now 0.
Caribbean 257, descend level 100.
Okay. Airspeed's good. Vertical speed is decent. Little bit of juice here.
Caribbean 257, descend level 100.
200.
JetBlue 1036, have your clearance.
50.
W1036, cleared to St. Thomas via radar vectors, route 2, St. Thomas VOR direct, climb and maintain 5,000, expect 9,000 in 10 minutes, clock 4345.
Let's see if you can make Charlie, Cash.
W1036, clock 4345. W1036, reset correct, altimeter 3000, expect runway 8,
Maybe I made Delta. Which one is this? Yeah, this is Delta. It's weird the way the throttle setups are. It's hard to put.
Caribbean 258 out of Baki, cleared on approach, runway 10.
It's hard to not put it in reverse.
10 for Caribbean 58.
It's hard not to put it in reverse because you can't set the reversers properly.
And JetBlue 1036. Sorry,
He's probably wondering how the heck I got off on Delta.
JetBlue 1036, push on the hotel tail east.
Alright, let me come to a stop here before I confuse the heck out of it.
257, turn left, heading 2703, vectors to your sequence.
Alright, let's check our landing rate here. Ooh, doesn't
Lap
say.
2703.
Let's see.
Caribbean 1547, turn left, direction Baki.
167.
2,600.
167.
Left direction, Vaki, what was it said?
2,600.
2,600, 1547.
Floater. That wasn't a floater. He still doesn't realize I'm off on Delta.
Tail to the east. Base west, tail to the east.
San Juan Center, Caribbean 256 is clear of runway 10 at Delta.
Caribbean 256, taxi the ramp, your discretion.
Grant my discretion. Thanks for your help today, Caribbean 256.
Caribbean 258, Juliana 7, Splendid 1003, 10 knots, runway 10 for the land.
Clear runway 10, Caribbean 15.
Do. Alright.
JetBlue 936, wind 12011, runway 10 for the land.
Anti-ice is off.
Caribbean 409, recycle transponders, block 4307.
Alright, so
4307, Caribbean 409, 4307.
Cash is on his way in. Got GA Flyer on the approach in the PC-12. So we will slowly
610, pushback and status is approved.
matriculate here over to parking.
Caribbean 1547.
Yeah, Cash will beat that.
Reduce 180 knots or less.
180 knots or less, 1547.
Cash will beat that. I have little doubt. Come over and take our humble Bravo parking over here. Buckman, what's going on?
Caribbean 1547, if it shows we're going a little fast, we have full speed brakes, idle, thrust, we're trying to slow down.
You should be fine. We got traffic about 15 miles here northeast. I gotta get at least 10 miles in between you two. So just try your best.
Will do.
Alright, the most important part of the flight right now. Parking.
Caribbean 257, turn right heading 3003, descend level 50.
Turn right heading 300, say again, second part of that transmission.
Alright.
Descend level 50.
Let's go.
descend level 50, Caribbean 257.
Parking brake.
Caribbean 258, sorry, did I give you landing
Come up
yet?
top.
Caribbean 258, service land. Caribbean 1547 out of Aki, cleared out of approach, minute 0.
All right, and then we're going to
clear
go.
RNAV approach, runway 10, 1547.
Oops, let's see here. All right, so I don't know how to get the. I don't know how to get that to stop flashing, but
610, runway 08, taxi via Hotel Alpha Sierra.
apparently not that way. Yeah, just what I want you to do is to stop, but you're not going to. Alright, whatever. So, let's take a look at the parking. And engine, why is the engine still running? Oh. There we have it. There we have, yeah, 11/20/24.
Caribbean 409, pushing descent.
Where are my chalks? I put chalks out.
And Tango Antenna, Caribbean 409, pushing descent.
You're aware you're still over 200 miles away from Juliana, right?
Affirmative.
Caribbean 258, taxi to at your discretion.
We have some.
Caribbean 257, route direct to Baki, descent 2,600 level via Baki, the QNH 1016.
There's another Caribbean Airlines coming in, 1547. I don't know who's
direct to Baki, cross Baki at 2600, QNH 1016, Caribbean 257.
Alright, Caribbean 409, cross Gouda at a maintain, flight level 150.
Cross Gouda at or maintain.
Alright, so I would say this was a success.
Caribbean 1547, Juliana Pacific 1003, 10 knots, and 10 land.
10 clear land, Caribbean 1547.
Caribbean 409, cross Gouda at a maintain, level 150.
Caribbean 1547 is inbound
Cross
from
Gouda at 150, Caribbean 409.
from Kingston, Jamaica.
So I'm in Caribbean 258, we're on with Delta.
Yeah. Cindy, what's going on? How are you?
Yeah, Roger, taxi to ramp, your discretion. After our discretion, thanks for the help, have a good day.
Alright, let's go. Let's get some ground power here. Hail prop, we'll get the doors open. And let's see here. Let's take both of those. Then we can shut down the engine. And we can turn the probes off.
JetBlue 1036, runway 08, taxi via Hotel, November 3, November, Sierra.
There's another ATI. Who's that?
Hotel, November 3, then November, Sierra.
That looks like it's Cash. Cash, I can see you. $53. You're only 3 feet off, Bob. Cash, I can see you in 2024. Which theoretically I shouldn't be able to. Yeah, that's wild. Because he's in Flight Sim 2020. So how can I see him? That's wild.
Caribbean 257 out of Vamsys, cleared on approach, runway 10.
Clear RNAV approach.
I don't know how
runway
that's
10
possible.
out of Vamsys, Caribbean 257.
Now let's see if he can taxi on centerline. We're watching. Oh, because of VATSIM. So if they can do it because of VATSIM, why can't they just do it across platforms? That's looking good on centerline there, buddy.
Caribbean 157, expression 1547, welcome to Juliana, backtrack 10, vacate right turn on Charlie.
Man, Caribbean Airlines has got,
Caribbean 1547.
yeah, Luis, I'm doing the same thing. Caribbean Airlines is representing quite nicely here in Juliana today. We'll stay here for Frank's landing the PC-12. Oh, there's some drinks spilled right there, Cash. Oh, there's some drinks spilled right there. That was a decent little crosswind too, that I didn't handle very well. I'll tell you what, this is still pretty cool that we can just sit here in my office at home and do this. It really is.
Caribbean 1547, what's bad track speed?
November 158 Alpha X-ray, Rusty, requesting any on.
Oh. There's somebody right there.
I just got stepped on by someone else, take your request again.
Who is that?
Roger, November 158 Alpha X-ray, squawk 7226.
I gotta file my PIREP here.
610,
my average landing rate for Caribbean Virtual Airlines is negative 234 feet. So I must have just missed you, Frank.
November 158 Alpha X-ray, radar contact, 2,500. Maintain VFR altitude, scorching expression, the altimeter, San Juan 3000.
Alright, so it looks like everybody's down. Landed at 91 knots. That's a little slow.
547, make the right at Charlie to the ramp.
Right, Charlie to the ramp, Caribbean 1547, have a good day.
Caribbean 257, Juliana, service 1203, 1209, service landed.
Let's see here.
Runway 10, Caribbean 257.
Let's see here.
610, radar contact 2,600, climb and maintain 1010,000.
Alright, Frank's at just inside Lessor. Should be coming into view here pretty soon.
Runway heading, wind 130 at 1721, runway 8, let's take off.
Yeah.
So the 1056, verify flight runway heading.
Yeah, Cash, that's pretty slow, dude.
Yep.
That's... What's, VREF was what, mine was 113.
Fly runway heading.
But that was an interesting approach coming in with the
Fly runway heading, runway 8.
with the dust.
Vic 10, by the maintain, by level 360.
Let's see here. That'll be any second now.
610, proceed direct Sapo, Sierra, Alpha, Papa, Oscar.
Short final. I mean, Buckman, that would be my vote. You know, depends on what everybody says. I know Mike Coffey doesn't have 2024. I don't think he plans on getting it anytime soon. And I would hate to exclude him from our flight. So we may still do some 2020. But I think 2024 is definitely my vote. There we go. Coming in short final there. Oh. Good idea, Luis. Very nicely done right there. I'm still the only one who made Delta. Which is not a goal, by the way. Not an ATR anyway. That was pretty cool. Well, yeah, but you landed at 91 knots. Pretty sweet.
257 taxes over your discretion.
Talk to the ramp by discretion, Caribbean 257, good day.
Pretty cool, guys, pretty cool. Lost a lot of airspeed after pulling power. I think I lost airspeed putting my reversers on in flight. But guys, this was a good time, but I gotta matriculate here. I told Mrs. ISP I'd be done about 3:30, and it's now 4 o'clock, so I do have to make my way. But this was definitely a fun one, and that is a slick. Now I got the livery for 2024 too, which is really sweet. I'm pretty excited about that. But I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. That was awesome. And Aaron, thank you for organizing this. And I'll let you guys know timing on the group flight tomorrow. The F1 race should be early, so probably 3 o'clock like we usually do. In the meantime, hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. Thanks for everybody for coming out, and that was a great flight. That was a lot of fun. I think next Caribbean Airlines group flight, I might want to maybe do a 737, but we'll see. But that was a good time. Oh, Cash, I will do that. As a matter of fact, I'll do that right now. Let me see. I don't know if I can see it right now. 256, 258. Where? I think after you land, I don't see them. But put them in the Discord if you can, Cash. And yeah. In the meantime, everybody have a great rest of your Saturday. Thanks everybody for coming out. And Marky, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Islanders for everyone. I think that's a great idea. All right, guys. Bob, Cash, Buckman, Luis, Marky, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Frank, good to see you. Cinnaboo, good to see you as well. Thanks for coming out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk soon, fellas.